Most couples have their go-to positions, the ones that are equally comfortable for both of you and never fail to get you off. But once in a while, it's important to shake things up to keep things interesting, explore different sensations, and learn more about each other's needs and desires. February 14th is the perfect opportunity to do just that, but not all Valentine's Day sex positions are created equal, of course. The best options are those that offer plenty of eye-gazing and skin-to-skin contact. Because what could possibly be more romantic? These 10 Valentine's Day sex positions are all about making love. The Lotus. Why it works? In a recent survey, sex therapists and educators cited the Lotus as one of the most effective positions for enhancing intimacy, in part because it offers ample opportunities for full-body caressing and gazing into each other's eyes. Not only that, but since this position doesn't allow for thrusting too quickly, it forces the penetrator to slow down and get in sync with their partner. This position is great for Valentine's Day because it's kind of a challenge, but the closeness you get is out of this world. How to do it? In this position, the receiver sits cross-legged while their partner sits facing them and straddles them. The receiver can then wrap their arms around their partner's back. The flat iron. Why it works? This position is a romantic twist on the old standby doggy style. The best part? It offers super deep penetration. How to do it? The receiver lies face down and slides a pillow underneath their pelvis to raise their hips up. Then, the penetrator gets on their hands and knees and enters from behind. Bonus points if they can whisper sweet or dirty nothings into the receiver's ear. Bend over rover. Why it works? This position gives the penetrator maximum depth and control, and the angle provides the option for either vaginal or anal sex. She suggests using a vibrator or cock ring to make things even spicier. How to do it? The receiver stands with their legs spread slightly apart and then bends forward and rests their hands on the edge of a chair, bed, countertop, bathroom sink, etc. If they have the flexibility and want even deeper penetration, they can also rest their hands on the floor in front of them. Then, placing one hand on their back for stability, the giver can enter them from behind. Shoulder holder. Why it works? Want to take classic missionary position up a notch? The slight angle adjustment that this X position offers can help target the G-spot. Plus, unlike traditional missionary, it allows the penetrator to reach down and stimulate their partner's clitoris or penis for double the fun. How to do it? The receiver lays down on their back while the giver gets down on their knees in front of them. The receiver swings their legs on top of the giver's shoulders as they penetrate them. Note: if this feels too intense for the receiver at first, try starting with just one leg up. The butterfly. Why it works? In a recent survey, 30% of sex experts said this is the best position for deep penetration. Like with the shoulder holder, this position allows the penetrator to control the depth simply by leaning forward or back. Not only that, it's easy to stimulate your partner's nipples, vulva, or clit in this position. How to do it? The receiver starts lying down on the bed, with their hips on the edge of the bed. The penetrator stands or kneels at the edge of the bed depending on its height. The receiver raises one or both legs and rests their calf or ankle on their partner's shoulder. If that's uncomfortable, they can also place it on their partner's hip. The ballet dancer. Why it works? It doesn't get more intimate than this standing sex position, which puts you face to face with your partner and gives you endless skin-to-skin contact. While this position works best if you're somewhat close in height, you can also have a shorter partner stand on tiptoes or a block to meet the other's level. How to do it? Stand facing each other and have the receiving partner hook one leg around the penetrating partner's waist as they enter. Hold on to each other for balance, or, if you need a little extra stability, position yourself so you can lean onto a counter, table, or wall. Pro tip: the higher the receiver lifts their leg, the deeper the penetration. Pole position. Why it works? This is a perfect B-day position because it leaves both partners' hands free to caress each other. Plus, it gives the receiver all the control over the speed and provides plenty of clitoral stimulation. How to do it? The penetrator lays down with their left leg extended long and the right knee bent, with the right foot flat on the bed. You can swap legs when you try this, of course we're just using left and right for ease of explanation. The receiver sits down sideways between their partner's legs, so they're facing the bent knee. From there, they can place their left foot flat on the bed between their partner's legs and bend their right leg against the side of their partner's torso. While the penetrating partner holds onto their right thigh with their right hand for support, the receiver can rest their right hand on their partner's chest as they ride them. Squatting cowgirl. Why it works? This is another position that gives the receiving partner most of the control over the depth and speed. Plus, the giver will be able to use both hands to hold on to the receiver's backside or touch all their erogenous zones, and it gives them a great view, to boot. How to do it? This position is similar to cowgirl, but instead of getting on their knees and leaning forward, the receiver will be seated on top with their feet on the bed and their torso leaning backward. Depending on how far they can lean back, they can place their hands on the receiver's thighs or the bed behind them. The heart. Why it works? If the name alone doesn't lend itself perfectly to V-Day, consider this. This position provides all over upper body skin-to-skin contact for an extra intense connection. Basically, it's the sexual equivalent of a hug. How to do it? The penetrating partner starts seated on the bed with their legs stretched out in front of them. The receiver straddles them, with their knees tucked under their partner's armpits and feet flat on the bed. The penetrator can place one hand on their partner's back and the other on their bum, while kissing their breasts or resting their head on their shoulder. The penetrator can also lean their head back and gaze into their partner's eyes as they gyrate in back and forth or circular motions. Or, Lala suggests gently pressing your foreheads together and closing your eyes while you hold hands. Up close missionary. Why it works? Also known as modified missionary, this position takes a fan favorite to a more romantic place. Not only does it provide deeper penetration than classic missionary, but it still lends endless opportunities for eye contact and kissing. You can hear and feel your partner's breath and body movements in a way that feels incredibly intimate. How to do it? Start in the missionary position as you normally would, but have the receiver wrap their legs around the giver's waist to draw them in closer. The giver can also rest their head in the erogenous zone between their partner's ear and shoulder, allowing them to softly kiss their neck or whisper something naughty.